Hi guys, remember when Brexiteers said that if the UK left the single market, it would have no impact on trade? That the EU needs the UK more than the UK needs the EU? Then that the impact would be minor? Then that the impact would be considerable but short? Then that the UK doesn't really need to care about Europe because, well, it's going down the toilet anyway, because Germany or something? They also said that the future is Asia and that Britain should be looking eastward. This, of course, involves ignoring the realities of trade. The fact that nations generally trade most with their neighbours. So CPTPP was planned as an alternative until the impact assessment was released, which predicted a 0.08% increase to GDP. Not 8%, not 0.8%, but 0.08%. That was later revised down to 0.04%. Anyway, the Japanese ambassador to the UK was on hand to celebrate this great achievement.
Huge congratulations to the UK on joining the CPTPP. It accounts for 15% of the world GDP and has a population of 500 million people. It will bring great boost to trade and investment opportunities between Japan and the UK.
Okay, first of all, can I say, isn't it supposed to be dishonorable to lie? I'm not saying that he's lying, but I heard in Japanese culture it's dishonorable. Anyway, so look, let's get to the point here. Is CPTPP beneficial to the UK? Well, in a limited and specific way. Once again, we're talking about probably a 0.04% boost to GDP. And remember, Brexit is on the other side, which is a 4%, a whole 4% drop in GDP. But will it open up new markets? Yes, it probably will. For example, when it comes to dairy and meat. So there will be markets like Vietnam and Malaysia, which will be potentially opened up to the UK. Now, remember, and I covered this in a video not that long ago, it was a couple of months back, where British cheese producers and meat producers were trying to sell their produce at trade fairs in Asia. I think it was in Japan at the time, or some part of Asia, I don't remember. But they were left to their own devices. They were competing with, for example, the Italians, where the Italian government was helping fund, for example, the transport costs and the setup fees and everything at these trade fairs, because they understood we need to break into the Asian markets. The UK producers were there on their own. Now, the Tory government was in charge at the time, so we would hope that Labour would go in a different direction and make sure that British producers in, for example, trade fairs will have the support they need, the financial support and the diplomatic support. The Tories were not doing anything to help them. We hope that Labour will. But it will be difficult to break into these markets, even if you are part of this pact. Now, of course, while they're the positives, the negatives, of course, would be for British farming. We've already seen how British farmers have reacted to the trade deals with New Zealand and Australia. And remember, CPTPP will open up the UK market. It's not just opening up Asian markets to UK suppliers, it's also opening up the UK to Asian suppliers. And we're going to see more competition when it comes to beef, poultry and pig meat in the UK at a time when farmers are already struggling. The opportunities are probably going to be going one way, and it's going to be more likely the exporters from Asia who are benefiting from this. Once again, this is not going to add a huge amount to GDP, and it's been argued that it's actually going to be negative when it comes to UK farming. Other sectors may benefit, but not UK farming. So there's nothing really to be celebrating here, even if the UK or the ambassador to the UK is waving his little flag. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.